All right. Big smiles, big energy coming in and ready.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm DB. This is DBonTV. I am here with my brother Ben.
Yep.
He is an amazing artist, songwriter. You have seen him already in our pretty much reaction. And now we're reacting to his song.
Yeah.
It is called 17. Before we get into it, tell me about the song. Tell me everything.
So the song is about me being 17 years old. It was written from the perspective of, so it's really soft. It's a soft ballad, but the idea was like, I was still kind of, there's this anger when you're 17.
Yeah.
Where you're like, I'm right, everybody else is wrong. And so I kind of was writing from that feeling of like, angry, I'm right, everybody else is wrong. But from the perspective of being like a 23-year-old when I wrote it and looking back and going, all right, well, I was really angry and saying I'm right, everybody else is wrong, but everyone actually ended up being right. So there's these like key phrases and stuff that I'm saying in there, and they kind of reference like these arguments and these big moments and these things that I had with like mentors, my parents, like teachers, like friends, and me just being like, no, I know what is right and I know what to do. And like it's just kind of like me being pissed off. But in the end, they actually were right. So it's the idea, I feel like a youth is like a paradox, because the definition of a paradox is something that seems absurdly wrong till investigated, and then turns out to be true.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I feel like that coming of age is just like this paradox of youth where you're like, all right, I feel like it's completely wrong, but it ends up, when I look back, actually, that turns out to be true. So, 17.
I'm triggered.
So my hope is that like it gets like everyone to think back on their youth, think back on when they were younger, think back on the people who they should like, who they might need to say, hey, actually, thank you.
Oh, I'm super triggered. 17. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Oh, not a piano. Oh, wow. That's pretty.
Champagne fills the air.
You sound great. Wow.
You seem like you're wasted your time. All my mama's words were potentially if you learn. For diamonds take pressure to shine. And they say if I give my best, I can take the world. Say that there's one more test till you're happy. Say that it all takes time. One day you'll understand. They say 17's too young to get married.
Shoot. Wow.
Streetlights in the glare.
Okay.
I hate being
Nice
away.
beat.
When all that past is fading. Fog lights up the gloom.
Okay, backgrounds.
If you blossom, you should bloom.
And
I love a nice woo.
And they say that it all comes down to everything. They say if it makes you cry, then you're broken. They say it can't get much worse, but it always does. They say
I'm triggered.
to fall in love.
Was I in love at 17? Yep. Number one, out of all the songs you've released, I think this is like my favorite vocal from you.
Sweet.
I feel like I hear, because the song is so stripped down, I hear the texture of your voice, which is like super like, and I like the rawness of it. I feel like, I was like, ugh, this is like, in like, it feels like in your face in a way.
Nice.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah,
it feels very
cool,
up close and reachable.
Sick.
I love the lyrics. There are a couple of them. You guys probably saw my facial expressions where the clear moments in which I was triggered. But like I love that. I love the like. Is that you on piano? Is that
no? So I wrote the song on piano. I am terrible at the piano. So my dad is a pastor of a church in DC, and so I had the key back when I lived in DC last year, and I would just go in some nights, like if I had nothing to do, I would go in the church and I'd play in the piano. It's big kind of like auditorium, echo, grand piano, like acoustic grand piano in there. And so I'm terrible, but I would just play around on it, and I wrote the entire song.
Wow.
And I was just like, okay, I love this song. This sounds like trash. So then I brought it to a couple friends. I brought it to a good friend of mine, Josh, who's helped me write some of the lyrics and as well as some chords and progressions for some of the other songs that I have out. And then brought it from him to Evan, who produced Hills and then produced 17 and the next couple songs coming out as well.
Nice.
And he's a great producer, like cool, whatever, but he's like his bread and butter is actually like classical jazz, classical piano, like, so he'll sit there all day and just like,
right.
So like this is what he was able to kind of piece together, and it sucks that that he did so well.
Yeah.
Because every show we've played out in this summer, all the piano players are like, I can't play it.
Wow.
They're like, yeah, I can play like the dummy version.
Yeah.
But they're like, but I can't play the song.
Wow.
So we haven't been able to play it at a show, which is a bummer. And I'm like, I wish I knew how to play this, but I can't. Like I literally played like just a simple da. Was like, all right, man, piece it together, and then he created these sick progressions.
Okay, so when you perform this live, you need a full choir.
Yeah, it'd be sick. Yeah.
I'm available.
All right. Can you get your guys?
Get pretty much.
Yeah, get your guys.
I'll have to talk to them because I'm not sure if they're, of course I'm gonna do it because you're my bro, but they don't know you, so like,
yeah, no, I get that.
They're like, they like to be paid for stuff.
Sure.
So,
For sure.
You have an audience member. Say hey, guys.
Hi. Sorry.
All you had to do was just mute your phone. That's all you had to do.
Hey, it's muted.
This was gas, man. So like, musically going forward, you say you have some other songs coming out later.
Yeah, so I feel like
because you have songs already out.
3 songs out.
Right. They're all fire.
Thank you.
All of them.
The cool thing about them is that, and the guys who I write with, Josh and Paul, who have kind of been around from the beginning in DC, they know that I don't write songs upbeat, kind of vibey at all. So like Hills kind of having been a little more like fun, cosmic, kind of being like a little more of like a bop. Yeah. Then you got Push, which is like this big pop song. None of those aren't usual. So Hills was written as actually a really slow song, and then we kind of beefed it up. Cosmic was on purpose. Like I tried to make that one kind of more of the vibe it was, but then Push really was just an acoustic song. Really? And still like when we played at shows, we love playing it acoustic. But then we turned it into like this.
Yep. Right.
But yeah, so the next 3 songs coming out are all really like the kind of vibe that I really like, what I'm most inspired by. So like keys only. The next one's like very much like this kind of like big harmonies, big like.
Nice.
So then like very mixed from like this acoustic and electric harmonies. A lot of harmonies on the next couple tracks coming out, like big like vocal things. Like,
nice.
Yeah, it'll be.
Yo, that's gas.
It'll be interesting. Yeah.
That's fire.
And what if I push? And what if I breathe?
Wife who's staring at me from the couch behind the camera.
And shout out to my one and only commitment to get this money. tell them where they can find your music.
So you can find my music on, a good chunk of the major platforms. That's Tidal, Spotify, Amazon Music, Deezer, Apple Music. You can't find it on YouTube Music yet, but we will get our music on YouTube Music very shortly. Take a listen, share it with your mom, share it with her mom's friends, and if your mom's friends likes it, then sweet.
You guys should, and I'll put all the links below in my bio. I'll get them from Ben, put them all in the bio. That way, you guys can check it out. Because when I tell you, that push will make you feel like you're in the end of an episode of Laguna Beach, after a breakup, and you're like, it's because the way it builds, you can kind of sense so is it over?
And what if I push? And what if I break? I still. And what if this pace is just too much?
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to listen to Ben's music. Follow him on social. What's your social?
My social security is Carter Benjamin.
Carter Benjamin. Follow him. He has great content. Be sure to drop us a comment below. Let us know what you think. This is not going to be his last time on the channel for sure. He'll definitely be back.
All the time.
All the time. And he's probably going to take it over. So be ready for that. Remember that it's just going to be a wall, just different photos.
Or it's just going to just Photoshop it.
Right.
It sound like different things.
Right. I say it at the end of all my videos. Remember that you're loved and you're important and that you're supposed to be here. So stay strong, keep pushing, know that you're loved, and know that you have a purpose. Know that Jesus loves you. Know that I love you. Know that Ben loves you. You're loved and you're important and you're a snack. So keep that in mind. You're a snack.
You're a snack.
It's I know it's hard to say at the first time. A lot of people have a problem.
I'm not gonna call anybody else a snack besides my wife.
I understand. I get that. That's appropriate. But also, I believe in calling out the gifts in other people. And I know a snack when I see one. And you are a snack. Okay? So don't let anybody treat you any other way other than a snack.
Yeah.
Okay? And a premium snack.
A premium snack.
Anyway, we're rambling because we're tired. So, bye!